All right. Hey guys, welcome to another weekly update of my career transition. I'm actually doing this on a Friday instead of a Saturday. So it's 2 weeks in a row where I'm not doing it on Saturday. Sorry. Last time it was Sunday because my parents came. And this time it's Friday because I have a lot of stuff going on tomorrow during my normal time where I do my vlog. Um, so anyway, I'll tell you some of that stuff. At noon, I'm going to be joining with a bunch of free code camp people just around the world and getting together to work on an app. So that's pretty cool. It's like an open source project. My mentor, Rob Bertram, let me know about it. And so I'm going to get in there and see if I can contribute in some way. That'll be pretty cool. And then uh, and then at 1 o'clock, Rob is gonna get off of there, I guess, and come to we'll just meet just us two, and he's gonna help me with my Mars rover. I'm actually gonna go back to the app and I'm gonna call it TypeScriptify it. I'm gonna change it from JavaScript to TypeScript. And so I think that's gonna be really cool. I've actually been getting a lot of TypeScript because since the last time I told you last week, I remember saying that I was gonna I wasn't telling you what my plans were because I wanted to make sure that it ended up working out, and it did. So I started learning NestJS on Monday, this past Monday. NestJS is a backend framework that works with Node.js, and it uses JavaScript and TypeScript, mainly TypeScript. So it's been really interesting to learn about Nest and to learn about the back end. I'm learning so much information. Some days it's really annoying because it's so much, and some days it's really fun. So today was one of those days where it was kind of it was both. Yesterday was really fun. I felt really good about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my app I've been working on, and this has been strictly through a Udemy course. So, so I mean, this isn't something I created on my own. I think none of it is original. It's all been, just based off of the videos and what I'm learning. But but anyway, yeah. So I'm going to show you what that looks like and try to explain it to the best of my ability because it's still relatively new. So, all right, so here's all my millions of screens. Here is the backend project. So we have some. I guess I'll start with the module. No, not the module. There it is, the app module, the main TS. Okay, so this is where main.ts. This is where the app actually is. Here's the main module that I'm using. Within this module, you have a controller. So here in the controller, I have a ton of imports already. And in the controller, I have, let's see, two GET requests, a POST request, a delete request, and a patch request. And so the way these work, in case you're not familiar with the backend, is that these basically receive information from the HTTP request. And so it sends like this one will send the ID, and then it takes this ID, it uses this param decorator, and it pulls it out of the GET request. It tells you this side that the ID is a string, and then it's going to return a task, which I'll show you where the task is later. This is an interface, the task. And then it returns this task service get task by ID. So this task service is over here in services. So from the task controller, just because we're using this example, you head over to task services, and which one was it? It was get task by ID. So right up here, you have get task by ID, and it's going to take the ID as an argument, which is a string. It's going to return a task, which is an interface, and I'll show you what that is in a minute. So anyway, if oh yeah, so right here it's gonna filter through the array, and it's gonna find to see if the ID matches one of the task IDs, and if it does, it's gonna create a constant called found, and then if nothing is found, and then it's gonna throw a new found exception. So it's gonna send back an error message saying task with ID blah 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 is not found. If not, if there is a found, then it's just gonna return the found, so it's gonna return the task. So let me go over here to task, and I gotta find is it right here? Oh, here it is, task model. Okay, so here's the interface. An interface kind of works like a class. It just tells you that there's going to be an ID and what it's going to be, a title, what it's going to be, a description, what it's going to be, and a status of what it's going to be. For status, I used a task status, which is just an enum, and it says, it just has three options. It's either going to be open, in progress, or done, and that's it. Those are the three statuses that these tasks can be. So yeah, so if you go back to services, it shows you, here's the task right here that I just showed you, the interface. And then, and of course, within task, you have the enum. And so, yeah, we have some DTOs. I learned what those are. Basically, these are classes that they kind of like interfaces, but you can use them during runtime because you can't use interfaces during runtime. Um, so anyway, yeah, so DTOs. Oh, and then today I learned about pipes. I'm not really going to explain pipes. I'm going to tell you that a pipe basically acts, to me, what I thought of is that it acts as a filter for incoming requests. So when you're in task service, or sorry, task controller, like we have the pipe right here. And so the pipe says, oh, well, like the validation pipe, it filters out, what we're doing. And then so right here, it actually decides which which function is going to be fired depending on what is in depending on what was like what was validated or what was filtered by the pipe. So that's my best way to explain that. So hopefully, if you are a backend developer and you're looking at this, you're probably gonna be like, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. That's because I started on Monday. So 5 days in, I'd say I'm doing all right. That was a lot of explaining. So I'm pretty happy with how much I've retained. I'm gonna keep working on this tomorrow, not tomorrow. Next time I get to NestJS, hopefully tomorrow, but I don't know if it will be or not. I'm gonna start working with post. Hold on. I can tell you. It's on my desktop. Oh, wait, no, it's not. It's in here. PostgreSQL SQL. Yeah, I guess. The little elephant thing. So that's exciting. Um, I'm finally getting to work with a database, so that's cool. And so I'm excited about that. Some other things I've been working on this week are, I'll stop sharing my screen because I'm done sharing. Boom. Some other things I've been working on this week are I actually got back to working on my calculator. I've continued to work on applying for jobs. I had another phone interview. I had a talent talent, what do you call them? I guess a recruiter called me, so that was nice. And I'm just still looking for jobs and still just doing that as much as I can. My TypeScript skills have been getting better because of Nest, which I'm excited about because I haven't been able to use TypeScript in a while. I'm excited because I have a social media site that I've never showed you, and I don't think. And so I'm planning on whenever I get good enough at Nest.js, start working on the back end and also the front end, and that's going to be super fun. Being able to just do the whole thing, like my own. I'm really excited about that. So, um, anyway, in my experience as a front end, like freelance guy, just learning front end and stuff, it's been annoying trying to figure out what's in the API, like what's in the back end. And so it'll be really nice to just be able to be like, well, let me go look and know where everything is and what it is and stuff. And so, anyway, I look forward to that. Over the next week, I'm going to keep working on Nest.js. I'm going to keep working on my calculator app. I do have some functionality in that, but I'm not going to show that to you yet because it's just not, it's very plain. I'm just working on the functionality right now. So it doesn't even look like a calculator, it's just a bunch of buttons. Um, and then yeah. Oh, Sunday, me and Steven Torrance are gonna host a free code camp meeting at 1 o'clock. So that's exciting. Um, and yeah, definitely looking forward to that and looking forward to tomorrow. And it'll be a good weekend. I'm excited to be home with my family again. So anyway, if you're still checking these videos out, I really appreciate it. If you're looking at getting into coding and stuff, you can always reach out. If you're just even for fun, um, hopefully these videos help you out some. And once I get a job, I'm gonna probably keep doing them, but they might change flavor a little bit, like change style. I want to talk about just being able to make these life changes and like what it takes and stuff. And so anyway, that's something that might be more helpful to general to like to the general public. But anyway, thanks again for tuning in. If you watch this video, and I will probably record next Saturday. That's the plan. All right. Anyway, we'll see you later. Bye.